looks so grainy. I can't believe that. YouTube Live is not the best for stuff like this. Still, the lighting looks off. It looks very grainy today. I don't know. I don't know why they... Instagram quality's better. Uncle Bullcow is here. Wow, it's extra grainy. That's crazy. I don't know why, guys. I don't know what's going on, but I look terrible. All right. Well, today we're going to talk about the home remedies for the common cold and flu. Because, you know what? I have the common cold. All of us are sick, except Anastasia. Praise God. She was sicker last week, and she got better. And all of us kind of felt something. We had phlegm and whatnot, but then Mrs. Bocado got rocked in the last couple of days. Her voice sounds better today. Like last night, she had a scratchy voice. Eliza's very sick, and I'm kind of probably in the middle. I'm not too bad, but I got tons of phlegm. So, anyways, I had to go get waters, right? Lots of fluids. We went grocery shopping yesterday and a couple days before that, so I didn't really need any groceries, but I had to get water. And I'm at Harris Teeter's, and look what they had. Thai chilies. Now, I grabbed them.
My first love.
Yep, I grabbed them because here's why. They won't last. Like not that they won't last. They won't sell. Okay? People aren't going to buy them, and then they'll just pull them from the shelves.
They'll rot, and then they won't ever stock them again.
Right, they won't stock them again, just like the habaneros. The habaneros were always nasty and going bad, and they stopped carrying them. They carry the little bags now from Bailey's, which makes sense. So
I want to see you beat yourself.
I'm not mad at them. But anyways, let me review some store-bought Thai chilies. What made me get them? Not just one that they're not going to probably have them much longer. I got fresh peppers here, I didn't really need these, but I love them. Okay? And I'm sick. So I said, let's go what's good? Let's go back to where did this start? And we'll do a review of the pepper, and then we'll show you the I got some nice bone broth here. Look at that. Ooh, it's hot. Homemade bone broth. It's been cooking about 4 hours. About 4 or 5 hours now. But I'll pull out a red one.
Yeah, if you throw your turkeys and chickens away at Thanksgiving, shame on you.
There's two of them. There's the two fattest ones in here. There's other little ones, but these two are just ginormous for Thai chilies. What's good? I'm about to eat some hot peppers and do a little experiment here and tell the story about that. All right, watch the baby bull cow. All right, so I got two chai chilies. Two chai chilies. Do me a favor, if you're watching the replay or live right now, smash that like button. So I also have some cut up here.
Woo!
Now these are going to be for the bone broth, and I'll do that. Now I haven't had that in a very long time, but I'll tell the story. Let's cut these in half and see what the placenta looks like. The innards. I got a terrible knife here. I don't know where my good knife is. This is probably going to destroy it. It won't even grip onto it, man. There we go. Yeah, that was a dumb move, man. Stupid move on my part, but broke it. But there's the inside. All right, so let's go in with we'll do half a.
Every time you're doing a video now, I'm making this sound in the background. I'm sorry. I should have done it before or after. The sound I keep making in the background in all the videos is me mixing cocoa powder,
green Thai chili flavor,
cocoa powder with coconut oil, making magic shell from my yogurt.
There you go. Nice heat. All right, here's a ripe one. Now I like both of them, so I like them red and I like them green and even in between. Thai chili is reported to be 100,000 Scoville units. It was once considered the third world's hottest peppers. Third world's hottest pepper. Back in the day, the habanero was
I love
king,
their flavor.
then the Scotch bonnet, then the Thai chili.
I became a chili head because of Thai restaurants.
Yeah, and the first hot pepper I ever had was a long time.
I think I might have ate at my favorite Thai restaurant. I think I ate at my favorite Thai restaurant every single day for a period of time.
Oh,
Maybe sometimes twice a day is a problem.
the
I
red
know-
one's got more flavor.
I know how to cook Thai food also, but I worked out a lot and I worked a lot, so I didn't have a lot of time. I just ate at the restaurant all the time.
Maddie said, I will subscribe if you eat a teaspoon of salt, but no more than a teaspoon, as I suggest a cup of water ready. Oh my God, I don't know if I can do that. Listen, we used to play cards, and for every hand you would lose, you had to drink a whole cup of water, eat a salt packet or a pepper packet.
Ew,
You know what I
probably
did?
Iodized salt too, yeah.
I would drink, let me tell you something, I tried one packet of salt, never again. I would eat the pepper packet, and then I would do like after 5 or 10 of them, I would do the glass of water. We've seen guys that were like, no, I'm just going to do the water. They drink 3 glasses and be finished. They couldn't go any further. And so with some people that couldn't handle the black pepper, they would do the salt, and it would wreck them. All right, so the flavor on that, it's a little bit sweet. Classic Thai pepper flavor. Excellent, man. The salt chip challenge. Did you do that, Sip? I seen Roger do it, and maybe a couple other people, but
Is it disgusting?
yeah, I would definitely not do that. All right, so let's do this. I have some bone broth here. Let me make sure it's cool enough.
I hope they don't use iodized salt for that challenge.
God, that's so good. All right, let's get this loaded up. I have 3 Thai chilies here, cut up for the bone broth. I know, the one chip challenge needs to come back. You are correct about that.
That's not gonna happen.
I don't know why my video's grainy. This is what I can't stand sometimes with YouTube. And then it don't show up in the algorithm. People don't watch it. Terrible. You used to have 30 boxes? Yeah, I gave mine away. I had, I saved a couple of the boxes up here, but Hockey. A couple of the ones I did, the 2023 and the 24. It tasted terrible. It was just, I'm sad that they banned it, I'll tell you that. All right, let's get into this. This is how I really, really enjoy Thai chilies. In a bone broth, just like this. Oh. The memories of that. Wow. Wow. So, in New York, let me tell you how it all started. One time I had a really bad cold when I was a kid, okay? And I just, for some reason, what's up, God? I was craving something spicy, okay? So what I do? I was making something, I don't know what it was.
You want some chocolate cherries?
And I decided to throw some Frank's Red Hot with a little butter in a bowl and put it in the microwave to get it hot and make buffalo sauce. And when it came out of the microwave, I smelled it, like the steam off of it, and I just loved it. And I was like, yes, this is what I need. I need something spicy. And so I remember drinking hot sauce. Okay, I literally. What's up, Ramona Barb?
Look
We're
at.
doing some Thai chili reviews here.
Oh my gosh, she looks so cute when she's about to eat a banana.
But anyways, so that's when I kind of craved spicy stuff. What's up? That's right. The Rock is in the building. What's up, Damon Cross? So I kind of craved it when I was young. And then when I got older, I used to go to the Chinese restaurant, Joy Walk. They did everything was from scratch. I'll get soup, and I'll get it as spicy as they can make it, okay? Happy birthday, Ramona. I would get they put the Kung Pao chilies in it, and they're hot oil, spicy oil. And so, So anyways,
I'll give you a bite.
anyways, that's what I did. And I ended up later on as an adult, I ended up working at that Chinese restaurant. Cool thing. But anytime I got sick, I would so much love something spicy, especially in a broth, and especially in a good broth. Now, Joy Walk, they made this bone broth. Every couple of days, they would butcher their own chickens. So they didn't get chicken breast and chicken boneless chicken thighs and stuff. And no, whole chickens. They take all the dark meat, use it for general taos, orange chicken, sesame chicken, all that stuff. All the light meat for like chicken and broccoli and those kind of dishes. And so that's how they did it. They would sit there and they would debone and butcher their own chickens. And they used to have this big wok, huge, that was down on the end. And they would put water, MSG, and salt, and a little parsley. And they put all the chicken, everything that they butchered that they weren't using. So all the bones, all the fat, and they would cook it all day. That would be their soup broth to get them through the next couple of days. So that's why their broth tasted good. That's why all their products were good. And I get like wonton soup or something. Sometimes I wouldn't even care about the wontons. What I really want was that broth and those peppers. And when I had them, this right here. So I put the Thai chilies in like that and sit there and just sip on the broth. Does it cure the common cold is the question, okay? No, I don't think it cures it.
Probably helps with recovery
But
time.
what it does is this. For one, when you eat spicy food, it would always make me sweat, and it would always make my nose run.
And it makes you feel better.
Right? I don't know. Is he?
And it nourishes your body. And it's easy
George!
What are you doing?
They said some guy named George is walking around behind me. I just was...
It's easy to eat when you don't feel good. But I try to eat as much as possible because I work out. And I have a connective tissue disorder. And it helps with my joints and stuff.
So, anyways... I would go there and I'd get that, anything with that broth, spicy broth. I'd eat it. I remember one time, me and my sister were sick. And I was like, I'm running the store. I went to the store, I bought Thai chilies and all this stuff. And we sat there and I made a huge thing of broth. And we're just like sipping on it like crazy. That's right. Even COVID couldn't put you down. Yeah, I'm telling you. Oh, hey. That's what my DJ name used to be. So Gaming Across said that he's been scrolling streamers and making them laugh by saying what they look like. And he said I look like The Rock. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking, jabroni? That was my DJ name before he was The Rock, right? He didn't have that name. I had it first.
DJ
Rock was my name for years.
It's still his email.
Yeah. And so it's still kind of, some people call me. I went to my hometown earlier in the month and people still refer to me as that, The Rock. So when you said it, I thought you were just somebody old school or, whatever. But yeah, that's pretty cool. That's awesome. Sonny the Beast, what's good? Sonny says hi, Mrs. Bocow.
Hi.
Sonny, we love you, man.
Yay, somebody that won't tell me to shut up.
If you guys have never subscribed to Sonny, subscribe to Sip Chomper and Goth, they all do what I do. We just eat spicy stuff and have a good time. Sonny, talk about spicy food when you're sick. I'm telling you. It's weird. When I had COVID, I didn't crave anything spicy. That's the first kind of cold I ever had.
You probably didn't crave anything during COVID because you couldn't taste anything.
Jeremy Fowler, Kevin, all the way from Hawaii. What's good, y'all?
Hi, Kevin. Hi, everybody.
We're sick over here. We're partying, man. Mrs. Bocow we're making all kinds of elixirs.
We are not the type of people who don't eat a lot when they're sick.
She's got like all organic beet juice and lemon and lime juice and the 7 greens and what's the other one?
Carrot juice.
Ginger. Like she's on her A game right now, and I'm on mine too, man.
But at the moment, I'm eating
another chai pepper.
This. Does that look awesome, Chris?
It does. Show the camera.
It's banana with chopped cherries and yogurt with. It's layers of yogurt and layers of magic shell.
Homemade.
It's just. I just mix the cocoa with the coconut oil.
That's right.
And with no sugar, and I drizzle it over and over, so it's like a bunch of hard layers, like 5 hard layers of chocolate. It's so good.
That's so
and
good.
It's so healthy. It's a medicine.
Yeah, I made bone
coconut
broth.
oil is antibacterial and stuff.
Made bone broth twice this week. And I made it for Mrs. Bolkow because she was the sickest. Then Eliza got sick, and then I made sure I had enough for them. Then I said I'm going to make more because I want some. I don't want to take from them. And boy, I'm glad I did. Look at that stuff. Liquid gold. Sonny's like, yeah. He said spicy food when he's actually sick. When he's sick is actually my go-to because it helps everything run and clear my nose right up to help me with headaches. That's correct.
Wow. Yeah.
And it does.
It makes you feel so much better and a better mood too.
Yeah. And that's right, Jeremy. I didn't get to that yet. Leather working was good. So check it out. What Jeremy said. The vitamins. Peppers have more vitamin C than an orange.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. And you don't have all the sugar with it, you know?
And
they're really good for you. Let's get some.
It just kind of wakes you up from your, being so sleepy when you're sick, too.
I'm getting lit right now off the Thai chilies. I got a nice red bonnet here, too. Oh. It was moldy inside. I do not like that. Hold on, guys, 1 second.
Did you say beet juice?
That was moldy.
The pepper was?
Yeah, but it was old. There was a Scotch bonnet I picked 2 weeks ago and just left on the table. I got a ghost pepper, though.
You ate the pepper from the table?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It wasn't ripe. It ripened on its own, but it was moldy on the inside. All right, now we're talking. This is what you do. I bit a little piece of the side, and I'm going to dip it in here. It's like a spoon, jabroni. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. Oh, that's kicking it up a notch. Those Thai chilies, they got good heat to them, but... Whew.
Now it's time for Spice Challenge. From 1 to 10, how hot is the pepper?
5.
And there you go.
Thank you, Liza.
That's 5 is the spice scale.
Good job. Well, she's feeling good enough to come in. She was just laying down when I started this video. She's resting. So Thai chilies chopped up in bone broth every time. That's why I bought them, man. I literally was at the store. I'm sick. I seen these. I got to get them, you know? I got pods in the fridge and stuff, but damn, the Thai chilies. Listen, my wife, that's like she said. Sip Chomper said hi, little bull cow. Yeah, my tolerance is low, though. But, okay, it's ramping up a little bit. So, you know, should you eat spicy food when you're sick? Absolutely. Like Sonny said, it clears you out. It makes you sweat, so it's helping your body kick in, you know. It helps with your metabolism, has vitamin C in it, and it helps your nose run, helps you get that out. Listen, you can be dry. Go ahead, honey.
My cousin was engaged to a man from India, and she went to visit him and his family, and she got sick with something. And so his mother took a big pot and put tons and tons and tons of peppers in it and boiled it and then decreased it down to like basically a pepper mash and had her drink all of it. Now I don't know what kind of peppers it was. It would not have been Carolina Reapers and stuff, obviously, because it's India. Maybe it was a bunch of ghost peppers. And whatever it was, my cousin did drink it and probably had the worst time ever. I mean, it's not like she's a pepperhead or anything. She might never had anything spicy in her life. She's from Maine and she went to school in Manhattan. And, well, she's originally here from where I live, but then she spent her high school in Maine. But anyways, she got better very fast. But it was crazy when she first drank because, I mean, it was a lot of peppers and it just tons of stuff.
Jeremy
was removed from her body that shouldn't be there. And then she got better. But I mean, it's not like and it wasn't just like poor people medicine. His family was really, really wealthy. So it's a real medicine.
Jeremy, I'm down for that.
Actually, poor people medicine is the best medicine because it's holistic medicine is the best medicine. All around the world, poor people are healthier than rich people because rich people are taking all these terrible, like, prescription medications and they're way less healthy. I mean, obviously, if you're malnourished, that's not helping. But I'm talking about people who can afford to eat that are just taking holistic medicines.
That right there is another stunner, man. This is I'm going to put this in, too. There's some Thai chili still in the bottom. I'm going to do a couple dabs of this. Oh, man, when you don't got fresh pods, this is gold. Pepper flakes, while they're ground to a little bit smaller. See what I'm saying? They're kind of, I mean, there's some coarser ones in there, but I'll tell you now, that Scotch bonnet and ghost pepper, that mixture is my new favorite pepper flakes. Hands down, man. Hands down. I have one of these at work and I have one here. And so that'll last me a little while, but that flavor and heat is perfect for me. There's no bitterness. Sometimes the flakes can get a little bitter once you get into the super hots and stuff. But just the flavor on that with the natural kind of citrus notes of the Scotch bonnets and then the heat and the flavor of the ghost pepper, phenomenal. Phenomenal. So that's my go-to pepper flake now, man. I mean, I love a lot of pepper flakes, not just those, but all right, so now we got the flakes on the top floating up there. That's very temperature hot. Oh, it just ramped my burn up too, whatever burn I had from that last pepper. Oh, man. Now, I will give you a warning. Warning, be careful. If you add too much peppers to broth, you are going to get instant cramps. I can already feel this in my gut right now. But we had, was it ramen? And I made Chastity's, like I spiced hers for her. And she was halfway through it and started screaming. She had the worst cramps, and I had them too. And it was like, it wasn't not too hot for our mouths.
Because you don't realize how much pepper you're eating because you don't have to chew it.
Yeah, you're just sipping it down. But we made ramen a couple of times. We went a little bit too far with it. So be careful how much pepper flakes you're adding if you're doing just broth. If you got enough, noodles and other things with it, you might get away with it more. But that night we had noodles too. But it was like we're eating it, sipping the broth. Next thing you know, bam, full on calf cramps. Oh, I got a whole bunch of comments. I'm sorry, guys. Let me go back and read these. That's right, Sonny. So, Leatherworking says it helps with his anxiety and helps reset his mind in a way I don't know how to explain it. I can relate to that. So there's been times where I've not been in the mood to do a challenge at all.
It's probably.
But I had a scheduled live stream. It's the weekend. I got to do it. You know, I've kind of forced myself, even though I didn't want to. And I've got on here, and I've done a challenge and got a really good burn going. And I felt better afterwards. I wasn't agitated. I wasn't anxious or nothing. I think that the capsaicin is overall good for you.
Well,
and I think that
when people who have like ADHD and stuff, there's a problem with your body's dopamine regulation. You produce dopamine, but sometimes your body's producing a little more of it, and sometimes not producing any of it. It's not releasing at the same steadiness as other people. So when you do challenges and stuff like this, it can boost your dopamine and different things.
That's right, Sonny. Yeah. Yeah, man. I haven't been doing challenges like I used to. Sonny said when he gets mad, he does a drop a tank. Yeah. Listen, I'll tell you right now, I have told people when you're having a bad day, do a good burn. And I literally, and I'm not going to say any names. I don't want to but I literally had a couple of friends that were suicidal in the community. One of them last year, and he just really, he's not getting the support he used to get or should get, and he got down and out about everything, and I had sent him a message, and I said, this is what you're going to do. You're going to get on your damn freaking phone and go on YouTube, and you're going to do a live video, and you're going to annihilate yourself. And then when you're burning and you wish it would stop, pray to Jesus. Put your faith in Jesus Christ. And I told him, if you don't end up putting faith in Christ, at least you'll get your butt kicked and you'll come out of it and you'll feel better. He did. He felt better.
Oh my gosh.
So, I mean, I don't know, man. It's just like this. Go into the inner cities and go into the streets sometimes.
I don't want to interrupt, but I found cardboard in my food.
What are you
It had to have been from the yogurt.
I don't know how that's. I have no clue how it's possible.
Okay, ignore me. You're talking about printing.
But go into the inner cities, man. Go look at some what other people when you're having a hard time. Go look at what other people are going through. It humbles me, man. It humbles me. We live a humble life. We do not have money, but guess what? God provides. We always got food on the table. I've always somehow get to work. If my car broke down, I found ways. One time I had to take buses and didn't even get close to work. I was, matter of fact, further away than I am from here to my work, but it's just the way it is, the way I got there. But seeing people that are homeless, that are on drugs, which I used to be, and just being able to just say, hey, I think it's bad because I don't have a car, but I still have my job. I have my wife and my kids. I have my condo. And guess what? I have food. Like, it will humble you. And so, yeah. And I mean, sometimes I have to be reminded that because
all of us here in America have a lot more than a lot of people.
We do. So
no
even
matter how little we have.
Yeah, even though most of the people that watch my channel, they're living paycheck to paycheck.
Even the homeless in America, I feel so bad for them, but even our homeless in America are way better off than the homeless in other countries.
Yeah. And so, we get used to it. Of course, we take things for granted. It's human nature. It's like living at the freaking beach, jabronis. Let me tell you about living at the beach. It was a fantasy for me my whole life to live on the ocean. And I just said it's never going to happen because it's too expensive and I don't have the ways and the means to make it happen. Now, that's what happens when Uncle Bullcow has the negative Nancy defeated mind state, because when Uncle Bullcow sets forth to do something and says, I'm going to do it, I'm actually going to do it, and I do it. It happens. I do. But I didn't have that mind state until one time I seen a job transfer on the coast, an opening, and I put in for it. I was like, heck with it. I can go live at the beach. had my mind set on it that I'm going to live at the beach. Well, my boss had the last person he transferred before me reneged on the deal. He got mad and said, I'm not transferring nobody no more. I'm like, Jason, I asked you 2 weeks after he did, I want this transfer. I want to get out of here. I'm going no matter what. And he wouldn't do it. He said it looked bad on him from the corporate level because he had somebody all set to go to Atlanta. The guy ended up not going. He ended up going and smoking. He was a crack smoker. He smoked his whole paycheck up and didn't have the money to get down there. And I was now being punished for it. I was not happy. But guess what I did? Booked a hotel down there at the coast. Drove down there. Went to a job interview. My first job interview, got hired. So I took a different job. And I went down there and I got an apartment. And I was nuts at the beach every day. I worked on the beach. I would literally get out of work and just jump in the ocean, right? I'd bring my fishing pole. I'd have some squid or some bait in the fridge at work to bring with me to just fish right there. So I got there in the spring.
Yeah, you should have appreciated it more.
And so so I just did not like, but I was out there every day. I'm at the beach. March, April, May, June, July, August, September,
then
all the way through.
Back to current.
And then me and Mrs. Bokow got married the next season, and we were down there. So I was down there for 2 years. Now I'll tell you this. At that second season of being there, I just didn't go to the beach as much. I didn't go fishing as much. It's like because I got used to it. Didn't appreciate it. So it's just human nature, man. You get used to something, and we need to be careful with everything in our lives, with our jobs, our spouses, everything, not to get like that. And so, and I understand that, when you go to the beach, it's a vacation. When I first moved there, I was not, I wasn't living like I lived there. I lived like I was on vacation. And so I was in vacation mode. And then
my job was literally like a vacation.
Yeah, my wife was an actress on a ship. She went swimming.
But I only had to freaking work I only had to act like an hour, and the rest of the time was me swimming around the boat, driving the ship, which was I guess considered work, but it's fun.
That's right, Sonny.
I was scared though, swimming in that sound because it had alligators and dolphins and bull sharks. So that was kind of not as relaxing as it sounds. But I really loved swimming, so I just did it, and I just screamed the whole time. Probably my coworkers probably hated me because it was really weird. I just swim and scream. There were so many dolphins,
thank you, Sonny.
And I'm scared of dolphins even more than sharks and alligators.
Goth says he's missing 3 arms, 1 chest, 1 back, and the ribs. God bless you, Goth. No, he's talking about tattoos. I read a comment about Sonny talking about World War II, then seen that and was like, wait a minute. All 3 of your arms are gone? You got it bad, brother. No, it was about tattoos. I got 1 right there. Very old.
Actually, that's
and very,
2.
It's very jaily. Old English.
That's 2.
It's a
tattoo and a cover up.
Yeah, there was a cover up. Anyways, yeah, that's the only one I got. I don't have a problem with them. I've seen some sick ink, man. This was in jail, okay? But I got friends that they're good. They're real good, and I've seen them.
You were just talking about that your name being Rock. Show them what it says.
Yeah, there it is, Rock. ROCC. Why is the camera not picking? There. That was a cover up. I got away with that too.
There you go.
The guards knew that it was fresh because my arm was shaved, and they sent me down to the infirmary. Now, this had my first baby mama. It said Angel. That's not her name, but that's what we called her. Angelica, but similar. I had her name there. I got in jail, and we broke up, and I was pissed. And I said, I got this covered up. So the second I got to a facility, the guy that did it used Xerox. This is from a Xerox copy machine. The ink. He had to sit we were in a stall, a bathroom stall, just like you'd see in a school, and he sat on the little flusher. The thing's only that big around. He sat on that. I sat on the toilet with my feet down, so if anyone come in, the guards would look just like looks like somebody's taking a crap, and had my arm behind him like this. Yes, that's how I got this tattoo. Very uncomfortable for him and for me, but not me as bad as him. I think I gave him a pack of Newports, maybe 2 packs. So I get it done, and it's fresh, right?
Yeah, baby.
And you will go to the box. 90 days, you'll lose all kinds of privileges. You'll get fined, everything, man. You're in big trouble if you get caught with a tattoo in jail. That's how slick I was. I was terrified. The CO that did not like me, I think someone snitched on me, and he ends up, because I was smart, I was wearing long sleeves and everything. I was making sure that thing heal up. So, but they have a record of your tattoos when you come in.
Who the hell would
They ask
waste
you
their
about your tattoos
waste a snitch on a tattoo?
because they do. That's just how people are. But anyways, so all of a sudden, all these guards are sitting up at the guard's desk.
I thought there'd be at least a little honor
That
among
bastard
thieves.
Peters, he hated me.
Okay.
He goes, get up here. And I don't remember what he called me or something, but I was like, oh boy, here we go. So I walk up to the desk and I'm standing there and I see all of them looking down at my arm, but I'm not going to look down at my arm. And I'm just acting like I don't know what the hell they want. I'm like, how can I help you? They said, go down the infirmary. That's a fresh tattoo. They're going to pour peroxide on it, and when it bubbles, you're going straight to the box. I was petrified. Petrified! So I walk down there. They get me down there. This big, huge, big guard is up.
He doesn't even like being bored, let alone in the box.
Right. ADD, it's the worst place for us kind of people. But anyways, they get me down there. This is at Cayuga Correctional Facility of the Finger Lakes region. They get me down there. There's this big guard, and there's the nurse, and they're going to pour peroxide on it. And this is exactly how it went down. I took my arm like this. The lady poured the peroxide on like that. I actually felt it stinging here and there on those 2 corners, right? And the guard had my paperwork for my intake and says here you have 1 tattoo. And it says Angel. He looked confused like that. And as soon as I felt them stings, I grabbed it like this. Put my fingers over there and over there. And I said, yeah, I said this right here, it's the Dark Angel of Mordor. And I said that this is the wings, and then that's the all-seeing eye. Some bullshit story I told him.
What the hell's Mordor?
Covering up where the peroxide was bubbling. He's looking at that. And they looked at each other and they said, he's good. He came in with that tattoo. Listen, I walked out of there and walked back to my dorm. Peters thought I was going to go to the box. And I walked back to the dorm and walked in and walked over to my bunk. He's like, what the hell? How come you're here? He was pissed. He wrote me up the next day for something stupid, not being, I don't know. Oh, I stepped out of my cubicle before he said go. Like I put my foot out. I didn't even put my foot on the ground. I literally went like this, and I was holding on to my 2 walls, and I went like that, and he seen my foot, wrote me a ticket. I got put on loss of rec for 2 weeks. That was torture because I couldn't go outside.
I'm sure he had good reason to not like you. I probably had like a dozen reasons.
He used to feed the pigeons, and one time, or the seagulls, whatever there was both of them, but he'd go out there and feed them, and he was a ruthless bastard. And so for him to like the birds, I was a little bit surprised by it, but I killed so.
A lot of the meanest people I know love animals.
Yeah, but anyways, I don't know. I didn't do anything wrong for him to hate me. I just walked outside and he was feeding the birds, and I was like, ha ha, caca, or something like that. And he freaking looked at me and just thought I was making fun of him feeding the birds, and so he hated me after that. But yeah, he hated everybody. It wasn't just me. It's just that he just had different problems with different people, and he had he had
Yeah, I asked if you wanted, but he must have heard
this
me.
Mexican guy. He called him up and was like, "Why are your eyes so glossy or glassy?" He's like, "Go down to the infirmary." And they went down there and gave him a drug test. He was clean. He just, he just was just a stickler, man. Just a stickler.
Just come here, I'll feed you.
But yeah, then I had to get everybody to do stuff for me because I couldn't go out to the yard and
you need to be polite and apologize for
make deals and do
I'm not a
things.
mercy
So I had to
sick.
get people in my dorm to go out and look for this guy over here and get some weed from him and give him these cigarettes and get this and trade. And so I was kind of hopeless for a minute there. And then they got a letter that I was getting released to work release in Hudson, New York. So crazy story. But yeah, I got away with the tattoo, man. He said, Angel. He looked confused. I said, yeah, this is the dark angel. And that's the all-seeing eye, and this is the wings, and they fell for it. Lord have mercy. I got caught one time smuggling one of them burlap sacks like the size of me. I got caught in a maximum security prison smuggling one of those full of who knows what was in there. Tons of stuff I wasn't supposed to have. And,
from where?
From the draft. So I worked in the draft. So all the immigration people, like, they couldn't bring their cigarettes, their Walkmans, their brand new sneakers. They couldn't bring nothing with them. So the feds would take it from them. I told the feds, I'm going to give you a bin to put this stuff in. Don't throw in the regular trash can, because they used to put their chewing tobacco spit and coffee cups in there and stuff. I said, here's your trash can. Put everything that's worth something in there. The U.S. Marshals, I told them that. They're like, okay. So I had a sergeant. He was a half Russian, half Italian. Sergeant Sedlak. And this was back in the Sopranos era, man. They all watched it. They all used to go out and smoke cigars outside, and
I thought the
they wanted to be
Sopranos
gangsters.
were newer than that.
No, that was when they were in their prime, the Sopranos.
What year was this?
2002, 3.
Oh yeah, I thought they were more 2010ish.
So look, he used to call up to the gate and say, hey, Cowboy. Cowboy was his friend. Now, there was another guy that was not his friend that would work 2 days a week. And he had to make sure that guy wasn't working the gate of where my prison was inside of another prison. Cowboy's there. He'd say, Cowboy, my boy's coming through with a package. Don't bother him. Okay. But he told me, when you leave here, you have to go all the way through the administration building where all the COs are walking around and there's all kinds of bigwigs. If you get caught with it there, you're on your own.
Who's Cowboy?
So I had no protection at all. And
who's Cowboy?
I'm walking. He was the guard at the gate. And so I'm walking, and I decide, instead of going through the main square, I cut through a hallway that goes by the package room. And I'm walking, and all of a sudden I run into Superman. He was a by-the-book CO that you did not want to mess with at all. And he said, what the hell? And he looked at me, and I said, I'm caught. I'm like, damn. And he looked at me, and he's like, what the hell? What do you think you're doing? And I was like, I'm coming from the package room. The package room wasn't even open. And I said, I'm coming from the package room. And he goes, really? And I said, yeah. And he goes, who the hell would be dumb enough to send you a package? He believed it. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get going. Thank you for